Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at ROMI TV Africa at Dr. Robert Osoro. Yes. So my brother, so you say that you had started this.
Ulipiga ikaenda kwa wrong number.
Yeah.
Hello viewer, welcome back to ROMI TV Africa. This is Chatspot with me, Collins Ochieng. You can follow me on my social media pages. That is at Collins_KE, that is on Instagram and Twitter. While on Facebook is at Mark Collins Ochieng. Remember, you are watching ROMI TV Africa. And today on this show, we are going to talk about the topics that concern the youth, topics that affect the youth. And I'm not alone. Today you can see that I'm joined by a couple of beautiful ladies here. They are my guests today. And they're joining me today, to share their sentiments concerning these topics. So I will start on my right hand side. She's going to introduce herself, and also she's going to tell you her social media pages. Yes, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm Oriana Chantel. Also in my social media everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, FB, all as Oriana Chantel. And thanks for hosting me.
Welcome. Yes, on my left, please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Mallabann. My social medias are Mallabann everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, welcome on board, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. So the topic that we are going to discuss now is the topic that has been bringing a lot of illicit reaction as far as our country is concerned, as far as the youth generation into bracket is concerned. There's the issue of this LGBTQ that has cropped up, and before even I give you guys platform, to start start discussing the cause of this thing, how it starts, how is that grown, should we embrace it or not? I would like to echo, I would like to quote the statements of the newly elected president, what he had to say when he was interviewed by CNN. This is what the deputy, he's the president actually. I was used to deputy president. He's the president-elect, sorry sir, Dr. William Ruto. He was interviewed on CNN. This is what he had to say. I don't think anybody should pick up against any Kenyan, irrespective of whether you like what they are doing or not. Every Kenyan must be subjected to the rule of law. And if you think any Kenyan is not acting in the right way, it is not for you to decide to harm them. It is for the law to take its course. No Kenyan should be subjected to any form of harassment or any form of harm. The only authority that can take action over anybody is the authorities that are permissible within the law. And if a Kenyan has not broken any law, nobody should harass them. That is what he stated. Okay? So guys, this thing is there. We cannot be able to hide it. It has cropped up. It is spreading like a fire on a bush. Okay? There are several people, public figures, actually, they've come out of public. They have declared themselves. I don't know if it's necessary for me to mention them, but I can still mention them because they are there, so they cannot be able maybe to sue me in court, because they have been there. They've given us the evidence. They've been there to show us. I can start with the likes of Notiflow, etc., Kina Njeri. So when I start with you, Oriana, the issue of the LGBTQ. What do you have to say about how does it start? I mean, to the extent that it reaches a certain level that now people are embracing, people are coming out in limelight to accept themselves that they are there, and they want the society to protect them, to guard them also. What is your take about this issue?
You know, according to me, I personally support it. I actually do, because you can't control what somebody actually feels.
Yes.
There's some people who are born into this world. A girl is born with some genes, some male genes, you know, as in ni msichana, she's a girl, but she hasn't like developed like a girl should. She hasn't gotten the hips broadening or the other features that a girl should get.
Yes.
Instead, they get the other gender's features.
Yes.
You know, if a girl is in that position, I personally won't judge this girl if she declares herself as a tomboy and she doesn't want to date guys because it will be weird. She decides to date girls.
Yes.
It isn't, but it is not because she wants it to be. It's how she was born. She has been born with not with male features, yet she's a female, so she has no other choice but to date her fellow males, her fellow females, but her to act as the guy in the relationship.
So, based on what you're trying to say is that this thing, the root cause is from how you're born, is from...
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
There's some people who they might be born with all the female features or all the male features, but on the way they kind of find out that they don't love guy, they are or the opposite gender, and so they decide to try to their own gender. You know, because even in high schools you usually hear the cases of lesbianism or gayism. It's not because like they haven't tried it. These children have tried it, but they've seen like how apparently they don't like it, so they decide to be lesbians, and they're more comfortable being lesbians, you see. And even sometimes when they practice it in high school, you know, in a girls' school, they wanakanga sana before they see the other gender, the boys. So they try to interact with the closest thing to a guy, which is a girl who looks like a guy, who has a tomboy. Sasa, you see? That's not their like. You see, like me, wow.
Doesn't make sense to me. Like it's okay.
It does. It should.
What do you have to say about this issue of looking at it in terms of the onset of LGBTQ, that is lesbianism, gays, from the root cause? Do you want to echo back the sentiments from when when someone from birth, the way he or she has been given birth, in terms of genetics? It's something that can be caused by the environment, the natural occurrence. What do you have to say from that?
Okay,
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
mingi ukuwa pressure.
Yes.
Okay, you can, yani tuseme unaweza pata bishti yako ako in that situation,
Yes.
and you too unaona like kama akiwa hivyo ako poa, so you too you want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So haiwezi kuwa ati mtu alizaliwa hivyo mambo na jeans akageuka venye alikuwa anajaribu kusema.
No.
Ni pressure to you just
Yeah,
feel like peer
yeah,
pressure. If
yeah.
you are born a female, you're just a female. So later on in life then because of pressure.
Okay, unajua ukiwa mtoto
Yes.
ujui ama uko na hizo nini hizo jinsi hizo
Yeah.
Yeah, so ukiendelea tu kukua peer pressure
I heard you wanted to say something. What did you want to say?
It's peer pressure, honestly.
Yes.
Because we have heard of a woman marrying a woman. Hiyo ni peer pressure.
It is,
But sasa ni venye
Peer pressure. When they
ilianza.
even become, they decide to start a family. Hiyo ni peer pressure. That's a lifetime thing. How is that peer pressure?
Lakini
Okay.
This is a
I
grown
think she's
woman.
talking in terms of venye ilianzia. Alianza kwa peer pressure. Ndio maana sasa baada ya kuwa hapo ndani sana kwa muda mrefu, ndio maana sasa anaingia deep, sasa ndio anaamua kuoana na mwenzake.
Our peer pressure, they usually feel it for some time. Then when they're out of high school, they come to the real world, they're like, oh my gosh, what was I doing?
Yeah.
Wanna change. Now I'm talking about those people who are like, what, they are born straight, they have been straight all their lives. They come to a point when they're grown, when they find out they're not much into men, they try to with its gender. Hiyo si peer pressure. Hiyo ni mtu ameona hii gender ingine haiwork na hii gender ingine nikaa naichukia or something, so let me do it with this one because it's a feeling that I love girls and I can't control that. Like, you see peer pressure.
Okay, but me, I believe there must be also peer pressure because based from the heartbreaks, you know, there's this silly, I call it silly actually, that maybe you caught your guy cheating you or you caught him sleeping with another lady, so you decide that the best way to revenge or the best way to express your painness is to go and date a girl, or if you are a man, you go and date another man because you found him with somebody, and yet you are so you decided to revenge because of that. So because of that peer pressure, because we've seen so many these public figures, some of them were this side, they skipped to the other side. They were citing such kind of reasons that it's cheating. Do you think that is valid? Peer pressure can come from that angle. Umepata Charlie amechitiwa na dem, so Charlie na dem anamua ageuka kwa hiyo side nyingine, ama Charlie hivyo hivyo tu.
I mean,
can we say that peer pressure can come from that angle?
Okay, it is true. Some of them usually, convert because of that. That is like one of the reasons why the people convert. But it's not for all. There are some people, some people become lesbians or whatever because of the peer pressure thing, the heartbroken thing, maybe the figure that has raised them, maybe their parents were lesbians or something. But there are some people that it's just natural. Like, it's just a feeling. The way you can have feelings for a girl, it's the way that girl can have feelings for another girl, or that guy can have feelings for another guy.
What do you have to say? Maoni yako ni gani?
Okay, I have to say something yenye amesema hapa, like maybe wazazi wako wamekuwa lesbian. You can't be lesbian because your parents were.
You can.
How?
You can.
Okay, how?
Like, if you start when you are a young girl or a baby, you see, oh, mom, I don't have a dad, it's just mom and mom, so it's always mom and mom. So even me, I want to be like mom and marry another woman.
Okay, and where ulitoka wapi?
Sasi,
because mom and mom. Okay,
most of them, how you've not heard of women couples getting kids? Yes, there must be the presence of the sorry. There must be the presence of the sperms, but what they do is they choose one of them who is going to get married. They go to the hospital. There are some men who usually donate their things there, so they go and get one from the hospital. So the father is anonymous. They don't need to know the father. Na mtoto hatajua babake. It's just mom and mom. Okay. As long as you get parental love from both of them, I consider that a family actually.
But there's also this point that has always been coming out, this issue that some people, they would like to taste. They have different tastes, like unaweza sikia ukule umeenda kwa buffet usikie ukule kashata ama ukule pizza ama ukule nini. So pia kuna watu wanajaribu kutesa na nikienda na hii gender yangu kukoje, yani ni mali gani ni sweet, unaona? Ile curiosity pia, it can make one to go to either way.
Exploring.
Exploring. And
I say that for those who maybe they're heartbroken ones, they're like, men are just heartbreakers normally, so let's try with my gender. I see the way it will go, and if she tries it, she likes it, she's not heartbroken, she'll stick with it.
And going on to reality, do you think our parents right now, they are embracing that? Do you think they accept? Because me personally, from where I come from, from how I've been raised up, there's nothing to do with that. Like, I don't know even how you can start to tell your parent to accept you that you've decided to transform to this aspect. According to you guys, how are you seeing your society? Where you have come? Are they trying to embrace it? Because yes, it's something that we've seen the activists, they are trying to fight for it. There was even a movie called Rafiki that was banned 2 years ago at the Supreme Court, which was trying to promote that content of LGBTQ. But the verdict of that Supreme Court was saying that We cannot allow that because it goes against the constitution. It goes against what we regard as our ethics and ethos in terms of society. What do you have to say about, because even our parents right now, they are still, do you think at the moment there are parents who are embracing that?
Coming from me personally, my mom is a church lady.
Yes.
So she will never embrace it.
Yes.
My dad too. They can never embrace it.
Yeah.
But I kind of understand them, and even I understand the parents who cannot embrace it, because back then it was criticized. It was considered evil. It was considered a sin. But in the world that we live in today, there's some countries that it is legal for LGBT to be practiced, and the parents, some of the parents have accepted it. A child goes to his parents and it's like, "Mom, I am gay. Mom, I am lesbian." It might take time, but it will, the parent will have to accept it. But you know, others are like, "You cannot be gay, you cannot be that, it's demonic, it's what," they push you away. So the Kenyan parents that we have right now, only, let's say, 15%.
I think 15 is many.
No, 15% can accept. Many of them have come into terms.
No.
Because we're
Celibacy.
talking about religious fight. We're talking about
whether you become a nun or you become a father.
No. this the parents do accept it.
Because in my community you'll be chased by fire and hot water. Why was I done?
I know, but you'll just have to, because this is your kid. Utamfanyia nini?
You'll be cast.
Okay,
no,
from
I don't
my
know.
society.
Yeah, from you, from where you come from.
Yeah.
How are they taking it? Yeah.
Doesn't allow that lesbian or anything.
Yeah.
They are very strict actually.
Yes.
All societies don't allow. We're talking about the parents. A few of them.
Okay.
The modern parents, wazazi wa siku hizi.
But you know, even the modern parents, your parent is now your grandchild. So when you give birth, you take your kids there to their grandchildren for blessings, for purposes of being nurtured in terms of roles, and you know, I don't think if they are still capable, there's no way you will be able to explain to them. They understand and accept it. It's just hard. It's very hard.
They won't.
Yeah.
But what will you do?
Huh?
Like, what will they do? Like, it's happened. She has opened up. She has said she's a lesbian. She said she likes girls. What will you do? You can't change her. You'll just hate her, and will just.
Me personally, I'll disown the kid.
You'll disown your own blood just because
I'll disown. I'll even throw away the mother and look for another woman. Those are demons to me. Please, like, bring demons to me, because when I try to look at our descendants, the people who are before me, I've never heard of such kind of history that, you know, so and so and so and so was there.
Yes.
I know of Sodom and Gomorrah. I know of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Exactly.
But you saw the way God got angry and he punished them severely. God punished them severely. It was thorough, severely. So underline the word severely.
I know, but yet, let me tell you something. They're not the only ones who practiced it. Even more people practiced it. We're talking about the Egyptians and all, even though, yes, they have not been accepted, but we are not talking about this biblical wise. We're talking about this, like, in the world we are in today.
Yes.
We've engaged in the Bible, yes, it's negative.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be. But if we engage in the society that we are in today, it kind of is. We're in the way of making it legal, actually.
But I think it's
and even
not
in the
so,
the weird thing is, even in the commandments, it's not even listed there. Do not be gay. Do not be lesbian. Do not be homosexual. Hakuna palipomeandikwa hivyo.
But there's a place that say that he who finds a beautiful woman, is it he who finds love finds a beautiful woman? Behind every successful guy there's a woman. So like they were just trying to bring the aspect of the opposite sex, like it works better, it is for prosperityness, it is for matters of to do with emulating good examples in the society, because like maybe live like man and a woman. Man is always the head, then woman is always the neck. So man is there to provide direction. Man is there to provide protection. So there's no way like a man and a man. So like how do you try to belittle the other, like a woman and a woman? Like she's a woman, so she's bigger than she's.
There's a woman, like in this case, a woman and a woman. There's this woman who
you
will
cannot
act
equate
like
yourself.
a guy.
You can't equate yourself
In
to
the
a man. You
relationship.
can't.
And
You
even
can't.
in the man and the man,
And the
there's
man.
the man
No.
who will be the woman
they-
in the
they
relationship.
Okay,
just
they
don't
decide,
rhyme.
by the way, I have nishaiona clip kama hiyo. They decide
Yeah.
who is going to be a man, who
And
is going to be
a woman.
and this one girl mwenye atakuwa the man, yani hata ana dress up kama man. Yeah, those
See,
things.
they dress up like a tomboy.
Lakini in
man,
reality,
yeah.
haizifikia ni mwanaume
Okay,
mwenyewe.
haizi
There's a way
fikia, but
a man
they
is
decide.
created. Unaona? Kuna tu venye mwanaume ameumbwa tu. Those features of man he doesn't have. I think this is just an imagination, because now
And
you have him or you have
society
her.
has
So you are
found
trying
a
to
way
create.
around that. Yeah.
Eh.
The society has found a way around that. Hana features, but the society has found a way to bring artificial features. Yeah. So yeah.
But I know what you're trying to talk about, but you cannot compare it to the natural feature.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
know it cannot, but sasa tutafanya nini? You will use what you can work with, what is present. They decide to. They use what is present because sasa watafanya, and she has accepted herself, and she has decided to roll with it.
Do you think, from your own perspective, yes, it is there, we cannot assume, we cannot reject. Do you think what are we setting what are we setting up in the coming society? Maybe you have your daughter, you have your cousin, your niece, she's looking up to you. Like, do you think this is a picture, this is something that we can try to inform them to be aware? Like, we tell them, this thing exists, so you can decide to go this direction or not. Is this something that we should enlighten them, to inform them that this thing exists, or it's something that we should avoid, we should refrain from?
So, what I do is I don't judge. If I find out that a friend of mine is in that category, I don't judge. But I wouldn't like for anybody in my family to be in that category. Or my daughter, or my son, or my brother, I wouldn't like for them to be in that category. What I do is I don't judge. I accept you as you are. You buy, it's fine. I accept you. But my daughter, you buy. No.
So you can't maybe try to...
Somebody in my blood, no. But others, I'll accept you. I'll not judge.
So that's where you draw the line.
I'll respect, but my...
So you cannot try to embrace you as like each other, mommy, go and...
I'll find... I won't rebuke or I won't disown my kid, but I'll find a way to bring my kid back, because you can be brought back. The kid can be... Then if you fight it, you can bring the straight person back. But if I embrace it like they are embracing the other ones, it will stick.
What do you have to say about that one? Is it something maybe you can tell people who are younger than you that, it's there, you can accept it, just come, go and love your fellow gender? As per you, what is your take concerning the people who are looking up to you, the society is concerned? What can you do in that issue?
Okay, it is your decision first.
Yes.
So unafaa make decision, maybe kama make decision yako like you're going to be like that, I can't change you actually. So but for me, kama mtoto wangu or maybe my family, I can't. Sizi taka, like maybe nitamwambia this is bad, it is not good actually. So akitaka kusikia ni sawa, akitaka kutosikia it's okay, but mimi nishamwambia it is not good.
It's not good. Okay. And then lastly, maybe on that issue, because it is being said that in high school is where this thing intensifies, is where the process catalyzes itself. What do you think, what do we have to do? Because me, I remember during my days in high school, a lot of food that we used to consume, they were, I mean, they used to apply, they used to cook them using paraffin. So, and personally, I can say that it worked because I never used to feel that nini, that kind of entanglement that you want something. It used to work. So do you think that this generation, the education system as far as the sectors is, are they maybe not adding things like paraffin to control the emotion? What should we do? We allow maybe the high schools, sometimes they mix, they come and mix during
that is the best.
During games, during drama, festivals, so that at least it can help reduce. But also looking it on that angle, there will be aspects of the ladies getting pregnant.
So do you prefer her getting pregnant or infection, or do you prefer her being a lesbian? If you could be told to choose between the two, you hear she has a boyfriend and she's pregnant, or she's a lesbian, choose one.
I don't wish for any of them.
No,
but I'm still
choose one. Choose one.
No, how will I start to raise my grandkid, yet I'm still paying for her.
Exactly. You choose this one. So
no, I can never pick that one.
I have a question. Quite every time a guy and a girl engage, all it is sex. Who said that? You know, that's the kind of mentality that our parents have today.
Yes.
My mom knows I'm with a guy. Oof, it's sex. It's not that. That's why how do they interact? Through the school funkies, right? Wataenda happy will have sex even in the first place. Courage ya kufanya kitu kama hiyo atatoa happy. Unless maybe in the buses, which these days when in funkies zinakwanga zimefungwa for the reason. So me personally, if you wanna avoid these things,
but you know, students in high school, they're ever mischievous. Yeah, so the opportunity that will come, they will utilize it well. You see, they can even go to the washrooms. Let us just be wanafunzi shule wanakwanga area yao iko juu sana. Like they are mischievous kabisa. So any chance, because we've even seen, we can be able to recite some cases where, like, I remember in this school called, you know, me I schooled at Western. There's a school called Sacred Heart Luguli. There was a time the security guard was patrolling around the dorms just for the purpose of security, and then she had some screams from the hostel. Okay, so when she went to the hostel to go and look like what is happening, kumbe it was something that was stage managed. So these students, these pupils, they just planned for they were planting this thing so that the guy gets inside. Then eventually they raped the guy and the guy was found dead. So you see, so this is something that is unfortunate. So that's why I was saying that even if you allow funkies, it's good, but I assure you there will be cases because now this is now a time that the urge is very high, you see. And that time I do believe that before, during our times, they used to do a lot of inspection and they used to do a lot of frisking during the reporting day. So there's no way you could go with a condom to school. I mean the protection stuff in school, you see. So when you bring issues like funkies, maybe
funkies are still there.
Listen, no, according to what you are saying, that either lesbian or to get pregnant. So I was trying to give this scenario that chances of them getting infection is high, chances of them getting pregnancy is high. But even though it will be able to curb the urge, okay? It will be able to curb the urge. But if then that's the case that we are supposed to take, then maybe we let the boys school to be allowed to have the nini in their in their school, the protection stuff. And then one day when these funkies wanaletewa madeo watu, lakini pia at the same time hii itakuwa ina promote mambo ya
Oh my god.
So atakuwa class na nafikia tu hiyo mambo juu kwa hiyo staff kwa dom.
What the fuck, no. No.
What do you have to say? Yo, give me a this is Chatspot guys, but you're watching ROMI TV Africa.
Over hey, umefikiria mbali. They're funkies right now. What I'm saying is not we go to funkies, we take them to funkies so that they can go meet with their boys, so that they can go and do those stuff. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yes.
What I'm saying is we engage them with the opposite sex, so that even the urges can kind of decrease in a way. Let me tell you, it's in the same way where we're usually told when a parent is too strict, especially with the girl child, that's not helping, you're actually destroying your kid. Because if I'm limited to see the opposite gender, the more I'm limited, the more I am eager to see them. So the first moment, the first time I meet them, I go straight to the bad decisions. You see? Because I wanna explore.
So you feel like just meeting physically and just talking, that one will be able to reduce?
Yeah, it can, because I've met, we've talked, I mean, nitushia malaini, yes, nime blush, at least the sexual urge, yes, it will be there.
Yes.
But compared to this person who's never met, who is closed and indoors and has not met the opposite sex, mine is a bit better, you know. But plus, you know, high schoolers are usually advised wanapelekwa, they usually cancelled on, you know, what will happen or what will happen. So those who are using their brains, they will know not to go there. But those who, sasa when they are home, wamefungiwa, when they come to school and they go to funky, they want to explore. So personally, I kind of even blame the parent in this point.
What do you have to say about that issue?
I think she's right.
She's right. You are echoing back the sentiments. Anything you'd like to add maybe on that?
I think amesema kila kitu.
What about the issue to do with food, the issue of paraffin? Do you think it's something like in your school, maybe during your time, were they putting paraffin?
Yeah, actually.
Was it able to constrain?
And cabbage. What in cabbage?
Yeah.
Ulikuwa hata unasikia zikinuka.
Na wewe personally, were you benefiting from it? Ulikuwa inakusaidia?
For me?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. You?
Yeah.
That paraffin?
I don't know.
You cannot be.
I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know. I can't say anything, I don't know.
Okay. So guys, this is ROMI TV Africa. You are watching Chatspot with me, Mark Collins Ochieng, and I'm joined here by Oriana and Mela. So we are just trying to talk about this topic of LGBTQ. What is your take about this topic? What is your view? What is your comment? Go to our Facebook page, that is at ROMI TV Africa. Also on YouTube is at ROMI TV Africa. Make sure that you comment, make sure that you give us your insights concerning this topic. So as per now, we are taking just a short commercial break, then we'll be back after the break. So kama tukuje tumalizia, alafu tuingie kwa gossip hub.
Ewe.
Tujamaliza.